This is the first episode of the Murphy Productions podcast. We'll be talking about. I'll slow down a little bit. The Murphy Productions podcast is just going to be us talking about the movies that we've made, well, this future of the channel, other things. Like today, this episode, we're going to be specifically talking about the Lurker. That is our first ever original film that was ever it was the first ever film that we posted to Murphy Productions. So, yeah, let's get into it. This is Hunter.
Hey.
This is our star of Larry the Clown from one of our best productions. And of course, I'm Kent, the man. I don't know what you want to call me. Director of most of everything. So let's just go right into it. This is, like I said, about the Lurker, our first ever short film. Let's talk a little bit about how it got started. So, okay, one day what were we doing?
Our sisters had softball practice, and I had spent the night before.
Here at the house, the wonderful studio where most of our ideas are made. We were bored, and pretty much all we did was just like, hey,
let's
make a movie. So we was at our school, and there are these little trails behind the school. So we just pretty much just started like brainstorming what we could do. And basically, I mean, if this is obviously let's start this off here. This will contain spoilers for the Lurker short film, but not for the upcoming movie the feature-length movie that is based off of the short film. We obviously won't spoil that because that's not out yet, but we will be spoiling the Lurker short film. So anyway, we was just kind of brainstorming ideas, and we just was like, all right, how about this? We're going off into the woods to find drugs, something. We really don't know what we was looking for. But we decided that, and then we were like, what if this giant monster just came and chased us down and tried to eat us? And that was the basis for it. And so it was like, all right, we got a phone.
I remember we were coming up for them. We were like, how about the Lurker?
Oh, yeah, we was trying
to... the creature?
No. We kept coming up with different names, and we eventually just landed on the Lurker because it sounds pretty cool, and it works. I think... Oh, can't forget the best scene in the Lurker, the magic stool. We just found a stool out there, and we thought it would be the funniest thing on earth to just keep throwing it at the Lurker. I actually do. I took the stool, and it is here.
May or may not be in the next.
May make a return, and maybe. Let's see, what else? Oh, yeah, so when we got done with it, we was planning on making that a full movie, but we just never were able to, and so
neither one of us could drive it.
Yeah. We was 14.
I think you just turned 15.
Hold on, I'll tell you. When we finally posted it to YouTube, that was a year ago. So I was 15 at the time. He was 14. So we couldn't really. It was very limited what we could do for filming. So basically, it halted where we left off. And so one day we was at one of their softball games in Dayville. And I would just name drop their location. We might get kidnapped. Excuse me. All right. But anyway, so we was in Dayville at the baseball place, and we wanted to continue making the movie, but obviously we didn't have the same clothes as we were wearing. And so he's like, well, we pretty much have enough to make it, something makes it like it. We could just make it that short of just a little short film like that. And so that's what we did. I just added the to be continued at the end in case we were to ever want to make a movie, which is in production currently. We are making very good progress. I'm not going to give you an exact date, but it should be coming out hopefully by the end of this year. We're a two-man crew. Kind of hard, but it is what it is. What else is there to talk about the Lurker? Oh yeah, well, then when we got it there, this was months after. This was probably the next year. So the actual filming of the Lurker was probably 2022.
Yeah, I'd say.
I would say so. This was because we posted on YouTube
a year ago.
Yeah, about a year ago. So it was
and that was a repost because you remember you posted it one time and then you took it down for something.
I took it down. Well, so the movie was actually made in 2022, but other reasons we had to take it down. We put it on Vimeo, which is still up on Vimeo. And that was still when we was known as Non Weirdos Films, which that one was an interesting name. But now we're at Murphy Productions, and we're probably going to stick with that. Let's see. What else is there? I'm trying to think. Oh yeah. Well, once we got it posted, it did pretty well, and we was like, well, we made that all in one day. Like the actual filming part was made in a day. So
let's make more.
Yeah, let's make more. I'll actually look right here and tell you what our next thing. Give me a second. Latest or oldest. I'll go from oldest to. All right. Well, the first thing that was actually posted on this channel was the teaser trailer for the movie.
Hey, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
I took it down and then I posted it again. I don't know why I took it down. I think I had to edit something on it. I remember what it was. I had accidentally put copyrighted music on it. Mm-hmm. And so I had to take it down and put it back up. Then we made the same, which horrible. It's terrible.
It was a good idea.
It was a good idea, terrible execution. But we do need to stick on the Lurker because this episode is called The Lurker. But get up the analytics on that. Let's talk a little bit about. Let's talk about the making of the movie part.
Of the original Lurker?
Yeah. Of the upcoming movie.
Oh.
So, now this, we had to, what are you doing? Go to the live. I just want the analytics on it. We can keep up with it. And then we should be able to, there we go. So, let's see. When did we start making the movie? The actual movie part, we started filming. Now, the movie had gone through multiple different different storylines.
Yeah, we've changed it.
Which is good. That means, we're seeing our mistakes and need Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper, please sponsor us.
And of course, we aged.
Oh yeah, we had a good bit of the movie filmed in January of 2024, but we're teenagers. We age a lot in a year, So we had to, and we had some things that needed to be fixed anyway, and so we pretty much just reshot the whole movie that we had been shooting, which is good. I mean, that means the story is getting a little bit more cohesive. Um, we're also like the original movie was just going to pretty much be 2 to 3 characters, but now we've added some more people, and we've also reused some sets from Johnny Allen's Haunted Hayride that you can go watch on the channel. That was probably my favorite project that we've ever done. We might need to do an episode on that, maybe. Let's see what else we got. We also the characters. Let's talk about our characters. So we got Jason and Michael. If it's not obvious where we got those names from, we got them from Jason Voorhees, my favorite killer, and Michael Myers, his favorite killer, out of the big three. Isn't that correct? I don't remember if that was your actual favorite.
That's my favorite.
That's his boy,
It's my
Michael.
favorite movies.
So we also have another movie that was supposed we it's kind of been put on hold called Phantom Killer Shark. It is
We gotta do it during the summer.
yeah, that's the thing. It's a summer movie and it's not easy to film not during the summer because it's cold.
It's even hard to film during the summer because we got workouts.
Yeah, I mean it's just
practice.
and jobs. I mean, it's a whole thing. The Lurker is easier because we don't have as much to do during January and stuff. Which we might actually end up filming some today, which that would be great. Let's see. We also what's some other things we could talk about? Oh, the actual Lurker itself. Yeah, we've seen the same model used everywhere. Like we've seen the actual creature that we're using as the Lurker on TikTok, other kind of stuff. But it is not our original. I did not make the Lurker, the creature that we use. You can see it in the original short film. I believe Magic Green Screen or something, I think is what they're called on YouTube. I can look them up real quick. Green Screen. Let's see. Here they are. They're called... Thanks for watching. That's not it. Hold on. Whoa. What? Why is it on everything? There's so many different channels that have got it. Whoa, that thing's cool. Green Screen Magic is the one that we got it from. So yeah. Oh. There's a...
We show them that?
Yeah, we can show them that. We're just scrolling through YouTube and there's that thing. Oh yeah, we got Mr. Rabbit.
How do you see who the viewers are?
You can't see who the viewers are. I don't think so. Unless they do a chat.
Yeah, somebody type in chat.
Who is it?
I don't know. You can't see.
How do you know that they typed in chat then?
I don't. I just see there's 2 viewers.
Oh, you meant like you called them chat.
Oh, that's
Okay, well, what else is there to speak about? Let's talk a little bit more about the upcoming movie. So we've gotten in touch with. Now, hold your horses a little bit. I'm not trying to jump the gun. This is my first time ever messing with something like this, but there's a possibility we could get it on Prime Video. I hear that they take a lot of movies, so maybe might put in the Lurker. I don't know. It's a hope. It's a big hope. That would be insane.
all right, chat. Can you type in the chat?
Yeah, chat. Type in the chat. We just want to see.
I don't know.
We just want to see.
It's probably
it might be one of us. It might be us.
Yeah, but there's two.
Yeah, I don't know who the other one is.
There's 2 views.
Current viewers. Let's see. So, the Lurker is, like I said, it's gonna be. We're gonna try to get it in at the end of by the end of this year. I say, okay. Do you want to try to commit to that, making it by the end of this year?
I think we can.
I think we can get it by December. Okay, so I'm gonna teach you a little something about filming. Well, at least in our experience, roughly, you on a regular day, rough cut. Okay, rough cut is the unedited raw footage when you're filming something. We usually in about a day's worth of filming, you'd get roughly 6 minutes. I think it's 6 minutes of rough cut and about 3 minutes of edited. You know what I mean? Because you're obviously not going to have the entire raw footage in the movie. It'd be edited and all that kind of good stuff. But we made 15 minutes worth of raw footage in one day. And that is more than what we've ever done. Got to show our fans. But we're gonna try to commit to having it out by the end of this year. If it changes, we deeply apologize. You know, where there's only so much we can do, but
we'll really get to doing it. We'll really get a lot done when baseball season ends.
Oh yes. If it's not obvious, we are very compassionate about the Lurker. It's our little child, our little reptilian monster child. I'll tell you what, if we get it by the end of this year, we're gonna if we get it by the end of this year, I think that we should get like a little toy Lurker. You think?
Start selling it?
Oh, maybe not selling it, but just like have him in my little office over here. Let's talk a little bit about the involvement of one of our characters that will be coming, because his name is Sam Flaw. He's not in the original film. Obviously, it's only Jason and Michael and the Lurker in the original short. But in the upcoming film, we have a character called Sam Flaw, played by the fan favorite Johnny Allen from Johnny Allen's Haunted Hayride. He's not very keen on that. I mean, he's my grandfather, if that's not been obvious. I guess I never really mentioned it, so I guess it's not quite so obvious. But yes, my grandfather, Johnny Allen, he helps with a lot of our projects. We also, what are you doing? Stop. What are you doing? Guy.
Stop. It'll pop up in chat.
Don't say anything stupid. The guy on the right is hot. Oh, yeah. Is it going to pop up on my phone?
I don't know.
But yeah, Johnny Allen is a great help to the channel. He's a member of our... Oh, God. That's on the video now.
I don't know.
Forever.
That just the chair.
There's a lot of sewing and ums. We're not very good at this. Stop being a pyromaniac. We're not very... This is obviously our first ever podcast. It's not that many people have more than one podcast, but... I'm trying to think. I'm not good at this. I'm trying to think of other things we can talk about.
We ain't gotta talk about the Lurker.
Well, the episode is called The Lurker.
Yeah, well...
We
can change it to...
No, but I've already made the thumbnail for it. I know. So, we also have the works of my personal makeup artist, Sue Allen. She does all of our makeup. She did the makeup. Well, she helped with the makeup of Johnny Allen's Hayride, and she's also makes my glorious mustache that you see in the trailers. You even I think you do see Sam Flaw. Oh, you do see Sam Flaw in one of the trailers, and
I want to add that scene back.
I think that
I loved filming that. That was a fun scene to film.
Okay, we can't be careful, don't spoil it, but
they know about it. It was in the trailer,
but they don't know like the context of it.
They don't know the context of it. But
Sam Flaw is, of course. I mean, you know what Johnny Allen looks like if you go to watch the Hayride video. Specifically the documentary of the Hayride, which also this reminds me. Excuse me. This reminds me. We're also on IMDb now. I don't know if I think Murphy Productions is too. But we have the Lurkers on there, Larry the Clown's on there. You think next episode, I feel like, okay, going forward, I think we don't need to just do specific, like, episodes on one thing. Because this one's fine because it's not just one thing. There's a short film and then there's an upcoming film.
Yeah.
So, actually, I play pretty technically. I kind of did that on the Johnny Allen's Hayride. My character was the guy I played. I don't remember what I named him on IMDb. It asked me for names of the characters, and I didn't have any names for any of the characters, so I just came up with them. But I pretty much based mine off of Jason. I just thought that he was a zombie version or something of Jason from the Lurker. So he got the same cowboy hat and everything like that. Let's see. We are gonna add some characters. He has a drone that we're gonna get some aerial shots for it, and that's gonna look really good. How long are we gonna want this episode? About 30 minutes, you think? You think 30 minutes is a good
for the podcast?
Yeah. Podcast, show, whatever. This is more than a podcast. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what this is. This is just something. The Murphy Productions show, I guess. What is that?
This is my...
Oh, your drone thingy? Do you have your drone with you?
It's in my truck.
You want to go charge it? All right, we'll use that. We might be able to do some aerial shots today. Okay, we're gonna film today. I think I'm just gonna we're gonna film today. So
there's some of the shots.
Oh yeah, it's a good drone. I mean, it's got a very good camera on it. I got an idea. Let's talk about some inspiration we've gotten for the Lurker.
I think like this is kind of how I feel on it. I remember we used to always come over. I'd come over once a week, and we'd watch a scary movie, and we would think, "I wish this would have happened in it."
Yeah, so there is a lot of that.
Wouldn't it be funny if he did this? And then we were like, if we made our own movies, we could pick whatever happened.
Yeah, I think that's a big inspiration. Like, I grew up. Okay. Up until when I was little, I was, of course, as most children were, terrified of horror movies, scary movies. Oh my God, I'd have nightmares of Freddy Krueger, all that. And then, what would have been like my big? Oh, okay. Well, shout out to one of my favorite channels. I discovered Dead Meat on YouTube. Go check them out. If you don't know who they are and you're watching this, that's kind of surprises me because this is a very horror-oriented channel. But Dead Meat, they do the kill count. They host the horror awards every year, the Dead Meat Horror Awards. They're pretty much becoming a very big deal in the horror community. We're very big supporters of Dead Meat. But they got me into horror movies as a whole. I don't know about him; he doesn't really watch them, but they're great. They're amazing. They got me into horror movies, and they introduced me to other horror movies, and it's just spiraled from there. And now we're making our own horror movies. Well, they're not really scary horror movies, but they're horror adjacent, I guess.
They're more adventure.
Yeah, they're horror movies in the name. Like they're
Their genre they're in is horror movies, but they're not
horror comedies, I guess.
They're not scary.
Like the way we make our movies, especially the Lurker, we play it straight. Like, okay, it's kind of like, I don't know if you've ever. Well, I guess I'm not. I gotta learn how to talk to an audience. I'm talking to them like as if it's a person. Like asking them. Y'all can't answer, I guess. But if you've seen Anaconda, that's a big point. It's obviously a very stupid movie about a giant snake eating people. But the thing is, all the characters is they play it straight. Like they don't act stupid. They're just as if they're actually in the situation. That's how we do most of ours. Like we did. The only time we didn't do that was in Whispering Pines, and I think it definitely suffered from that. Don't you? Do you agree?
I think it was a good one-time thing.
I think it was, but I think it would be funnier and more entertaining going forward if we play our characters like Larry the Clown. We played it. There was maybe one joke, and that was
the girl screaming.
Yeah, the scream when I opened the door. That was but that was funny. But the thing is, my character played it straight. So did what? Stop it. What was your character's name? Alistair. Well, I mean, of course, Larry the Clown. Larry Alistair. They played it straight. That
of course, it was stupid.
It was stupid, but it was stupid because we were acting serious in an obviously not serious situation. So that's how we've been thinking about. Like, we're not going to just put up stupid scenes for the sake of stupidity in the movie. It's going to be a rhyme and a reason for everything.
It's kind of like if you get somebody that don't know how to sing to sing in front of church. They're trying their best, but it's not going to sound
good. But let's see. We're about to the 30-minute mark, so we might need to wrap it up. This was an okay attempt at our first.
All right, chat. Do y'all want more?
Yeah. Do you want more of this? Give us some ideas. What do y'all want? The three of you that's watched this so far, what do you guys want for episodes? Like, what do y'all want us to discuss? I think our next episode would probably be on. We could do one on the analog horror stuff. That's more my thing. I do the analog horror stuff, like the Between the Lions incident. I personally believe that Between the Lions, the video on there, with the short film, I believe that is my best work, like horror-wise. I thought it was very creepy. Personally, I don't agree completely about the Falcor visits, but I've heard from people they say it was pretty scary. Other people not scary at all. But I guess it's all a thing of perspective. So go check those out. Of course, go check out the Lurker, what built this channel. Anything you want to add, Hunter, before we close out?
Just spread the channel.
Yes, please share. Please share us. Tell your friends, tell your family. We don't really get embarrassed. Sometimes we do, but sometimes we get embarrassed about it. But any publicity is good publicity, I guess. It'll only help the channel, help us get more stuff out. The more encouragement, the better, So, thank you for watching. And I guess we'll see you. We'll try to do this weekly. I don't know. We may be able to do this every Sunday after church or something like that. Possibly. Well, this is I don't know really how to end off a podcast, but anything else you need to add?
No.
No? Okay. Well, like we said, share it, everybody. Tell us what you think, what you thought of this episode. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe. Yeah. Okay. Bye. Bye.